Hey guys, I'm going to add this to the beginning of the video for Sunday, but I want to come on here and introduce myself so people who are new subscribers know who I am. My name is Kylie. I'm 21 years old, and I mainly post crochet on here, but I do other hobbies which I hope to be able to post on here as well. And I'll tell you those hobbies and how long I've been doing each hobby for. So I do pottery, sewing, and knitting. I've been crocheting for the longest out of all the hobbies, and that's 14 years. But technically, I've been knitting for 14 years, but that's with knitting looms. I learned how to knit with knitting looms the same year I learned how to crochet when I was 8, back in 2012. And then when I got to middle school in 8th grade, I signed up for a craft club. And I learned how to use a sewing machine, and I fell in love with sewing. And then when I got to high school, everybody who in America, in elementary school and middle school, was required to take an art class. So you did use clay and you did do pottery. But when I got to high school, I really fell in love with ceramics again, and my parents signed me up for a class at our art center at our state park, and I fell in love with that, and that was in 2020. And then in 2021, I learned how to knit with a knitting machine. I have an Addy knitting machine, and then I learned how to knit with knitting needles. I wanted to learn that first back in 2012, but my neighbor said that was harder than crochet. I think they're both easy if you learn. I crocheted here and there for a while in middle school, and then I picked it back up in high school. And one of my first wearables that I ever made, my first big project, was a big, beautiful blanket that my mom loves. And then my first wearable was a granny hexagon cardigan. I watched Passionate Kelsey's video. I highly recommend you make one. They're quick and easy. If you use like an 8mm crochet hook or a 6 or an 8, it's only going to take you like a week, less than a week, depending on how fast you are. And yeah, and then I decided my mom and sister mainly, said I should sell my work. So I went to a place where I'm from. It is a flea market, and they sell handmade goods and used items, and I started selling my stuff there. And then I created an Etsy shop. I did sell to coworkers at work, and I sold things. I started selling on there. Didn't really get many sales until last year, but I started the Etsy shop in 2024. I sold 3 ponchos within like a span of like a week, and then I didn't sell anything else until December when I sold one of my plastic bag holders. This is what they are. I have 2 versions. I actually followed a pattern by, I think the name is Crafty Corner. That's the one I made first, and then I made my own pattern, which I like as well. You can find this on my Etsy shop. Same with this hat. I have a pattern for that. And then I have a pattern for a hooded neck cowl, which I decided to make that was consisted of the corner-to-corner stitch and then the granny stitch to kind of make it easy, because they're both easy, but a little more like unique and make it look more complex. And I also have a pattern for a jellyfish. Would be great to make for the markets, because market season's coming up. But the hat and the neck cowl are great to make and wear now in this weather, because we've been getting so much snow here on the east coast of the United States, which never happens, especially in the part of Pennsylvania where I'm from. Like, we never get 2 feet of snow. I've never experienced that much in a long time. Like, we, I think, have accumulated 4 feet of snow, 5 feet, between the whole winter season, which is crazy, you know? Yeah, it's crazy. It's very crazy. That's crazy to me. So, yeah. I love doing all my hobbies. I plan on this year trying to make more pottery to sell and more maybe sewed items. They're all fun and easy, and you guys should definitely learn. And comment down below if you guys want me to make crochet tutorials for how to do crochet itself, because I'll gladly film that. I will gladly film showing how to make everything, how to do each stitch, and I'll gladly make tutorials. I love crocheting. It's actually pretty easy, and it's not intimidating at all. I don't know why people say it's hard. It is not. I highly recommend for a beginner project, do something with a granny stitch, because you will fly by. It's quick and easy, and I highly recommend if you want to make a blanket, go with an infinite granny square. Pick colors you're gonna like and do that. It's great. They're quick, they're easy. I think that's better for someone to do as a beginner than doing a long chain and making it a certain width. This you can stop whenever you want, and you just go and go and go, and you repeat the same thing over and over and over. So yeah, I'm just gonna make a scrap blanket when I'm done this, and I'm gonna get back to work on this tomorrow. I want to try to get it done this week. I want to try to use up a lot of the yarn that I have at home, but I don't have enough really to make full projects. So I've been trying to make like plastic bag holders, half and half, different colors. And I also have items for sale. Like I have some ponchos, I have some plastic bag holders. I have one of these for sale. I have the neck cowls for sale. So yeah, that is a little bit about me and what I like doing. Yeah, so the yarn has taken over my life. I will turn the camera so you guys can see. It has taken over my life, if you guys can see it over here. This is not all of it. This is just what I have currently right now that is in the house. I do have a little more up in my bedroom. And then I have a little bit in the basement. But this is all of it except for the blanket yarn. I'm keeping the blanket yarn outside so I can then, when it comes time to do the flea markets or markets, I can make the plushies. Right now I want to use up all the acrylic because I don't have enough acrylic to make one project. And I do, the blanket yarn, have enough to make smaller plushies. And they don't really use a lot of yarn because you're using a bigger hook. So yeah, this hat is super cute. And I think if you wear it like this, put your hair in like the front, like this. Like that is just adorable. And this hat is actually made of 2 strands of yarn. So let me show you up close. Like, it's made of 2 strands of yarn, which makes it super fun. And I actually took a Karen latte cake that I had started to make another granny hexagon pullover with. And I just crocheted 2 strands of that together. And I love how it looks. I highly recommend you take 2 of the same variegated yarn, but start one from the center, one from the outside, like wind them up into a cake, winding it one from, what I mean is wind one cake from the inside, wind one cake from the inside of the cake, start winding it, I can't speak. Wind one of the cakes, the skeins, by doing it from the center pull, and then wind one of the cakes from doing it on the outside, and then crochet them together because it looks so good because it's like this, yeah, it just looks good. Like you can see right here, that is 2 different colors, but it looks phenomenal. And they're great to wear. I don't have any others over here to show y'all. I did have another one, but it's not over here. It was behind me. Let me see. Oh, here it is. So this one was 1 strand. I did a 1-stranded with this one. But you can do a 1-strand or a 2-strand depending on how thick the strand is. This one's available on my Etsy shop too. I like this one too, but it's better to do it with the 2 strands. The 2 strands make it look so much better. So that is all I wanted to come on here and say about myself. You can find patterns and physical items on my Etsy shop at Kylie's Cool Creations. You can follow me on TikTok at Kylie's Cool Creations, and you can follow me on Instagram at Kylie's Cool Creations 20. You will see a picture of me wearing a hooded neck cowl that's blue, I believe. I have other Instagram accounts that do say Kylie's Cool Creations, but I just stuck with the main original Instagram account I made. So, yeah, you can find all of that, all those videos that I post of my products and patterns on those social medias. I do have a Facebook, but I don't post on Facebook, so I'm not going to tell you my Facebook. But you guys can please like, share, and follow me here on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. That would be great and wonderful. So I will come back and update y'all tomorrow when I get a little farther on this. I just wanted to reintroduce myself for all the new people here. And yeah, so I would love if you all liked and subscribed. I would love to get 1,000 subscribers this year, which is a stretch. And so I can be monetized and make money, I want to get like a certain, the right amount of followers I need on TikTok so I can start making money. I would love if you guys bought my crochet patterns. They're all $4 or less. I love the job that I work at, but I would love to make extra money from crochet. And that would be wonderful. So, thank y'all, everybody, and I will come back and update y'all when I get a little farther on these cardigan that I'm working on. I'm going to start the sleeves tomorrow. I really got to go to bed. I don't even know what time it is. I think it's like after 11. I hate when I do this to myself. But good night and bye, everybody. Hey guys, today is the start of a new video. It is Thursday, February 26th, and this is what I'm working on right now. I am working on a crochet cardigan. The pattern is called the Eternal Cardigan. I think that's the name, but I will tell you again in the next update. After I use this little yarn barf, I want to design my own crochet cardigan, but like a raglan style. And I think I can figure it out. But I want to do it with the Suzette stitch because I think that just looks so pretty. It would be such a pretty cardigan to do. And it would be super fun and easy to do. So I think that would be pretty to make. So I think that's what I'm going to design. And I'm going to start designing that after I use that like yarn barf. But this is what it looks like. It's coming along great. Because I'm saying, if somebody could make a crochet pattern like this, like for a cardigan like this, that's super simple and easy, then why not? Why can't I? If it can be popular and it can sell and it's super quick and easy like this, then why not? Why can't I do that? And the Suzette stitch is pretty easy, so I think that will be perfect. So, yeah, I'm going to do that after I use my yarn bar. So I'll come back and update you when I get a little farther on this. Hey guys, I just want to come on here and say I'm such a dummy. So my mom bought me this ring light that had like a tripod on it. I was putting it in wrong. I thought I had to stand the phone like what I mean is I thought I had to sit the phone in the tripod from the bottom of the phone, not having it go from side to side. So I'm like, it's not fitting. It's not working. It's broken. And no, it wasn't broken. I'm just the dummy. So I've been recording with just propping my iPad up with my legs. I'm not going to do that. This is how I'm going to record from now on. See, much better. And then I'll have better lighting when I turn on the ring light. I just don't have it plugged in. But look. Dun, 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 dun. I'm almost done. I have never made another style, but I wanted to be like, yeah, this is gorgeous, and this blue color is gorgeous. I'm going to go show my mom what I've gotten so far. But I love it, and this is how I'm going to record when I make my recordings, and then I think I'm going to go live one night. I've never gone live, but I think I'm going to try to go live on TikTok. Yeah, so this is awesome, and this is very, very exciting that I figured it out. I'm such a dummy and I didn't know how to use a tripod. I don't know what I was thinking. So yeah, so that's what I'm working on right now. I just wanted to go show my mom what I've gotten so far. It is gorgeous. This blue color is gorgeous. I wanted to go with the green because I liked it online, but when I saw it in person, I'm like, no, I'm glad I went with this blue. The blue is better. I had another vision for this blue. I was going to use something else, but duh. So, yeah, that's me being a dummy. I'm going to try to get the sleeves done bright and early. I want to get them done early because then I can get back to my blanket. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just taking yarn that I have. They don't have enough of to make a whole project. And I'm just going to make a big giant blanket. And then I'm gonna make maybe one or two maybe. And then I will either list them for sale, maybe on Etsy. I might just put them up for sale for like $70. Say, hey, if you want this, it's $70. Buy it. Great. Wonderful. yeah, so I will update y'all in the morning. So, good night, everybody. Hey guys, I'm just coming on here to ask y'all a question. I wanted to know if this setting for the ring light is too bright. I might stick with this setting. I think it looks good, but I'm not sure. I'll have to test it out in the daytime when it's daylight out. This is what it looks like on, if you can see it a little. Like, it's cute. And I understand why 20 have sold in the past week. It's popular. Now, this hat that I am wearing is my own crochet pattern. You can find it on my Etsy shop. It's for a skull cap beanie. It is great. And it's fun. So, yeah. I just want to ask you all that question. I am going to ask everybody a question of the day. So, in each video, and for that video, so one question per video, like an engaging question. And this question that I'm going to ask you guys for this video is going to be, what is your favorite crochet item to make that is a wearable? If that's a wearable. If you don't make wearables, what's your favorite type of plushie to make? Or accessory or stuff like that. My favorite type of wearables is granny hexagon, cardigans, and pullovers. But this might be my new fave. Like, this might be my new fave. Like, yeah, I like making wearables. Anything with the granny stitch, I love. Hey guys, good morning. I just wanted to come on here and update y'all. This is how far I've gotten on the sleeve. I just started the first row. But I'll update y'all when I get a little farther. It is Saturday. So I'm going to get this done today. It shouldn't take me long. I should be done today. And then I'm going to weave in every single end today. I'm going to. And if I do not, you're going to have to, in the comments, tell me to do so, because sometimes I don't do that. Because I'm like, okay, if I could just hide it in on the inside, but I don't want to do that. I want to weave in every single end on this project. And then I have other projects that I need to weave in every single end. Like, I have, like, this granny hexagon cardigan that's got one end sticking out, which is not a big deal. But my new shirt that I made, I didn't weave in all the ends. So I think I'm going to do that at some point. And same thing with my granny hexagon pullover. And my other hexagon pullover. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But I want to get this done so I can get back to my scrap blanket. So, I'll update y'all when I get a little farther. Comment down below if you like this better for me when I record. So, I think this is better. It's better quality now that I'm using the ring light. So, I will come back and update y'all in a little bit. Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here and update y'all. This is how far I've gotten on the sleeve. I should be a little farther. I'm going to get a little farther. I'm going to get even farther than this. I am just being really slow right now, unfortunately. So, yeah, I'll come back and update y'all in a little. Probably, like, in an hour. I'm going to set my timer for an hour and see how far I get. That's what I usually do. So I will come back in about an hour and let y'all know how far I've gotten. Or if I get farther than this before the hour's over, I'll come back and update y'all. So, bye-bye, and I will be back. Hey guys, I just want to come on here and show you I finished one of the sleeves. I'm working on the second. I will update y'all when I get a little farther in the second sleeve. And then I will show y'all what it looks like when I'm finished. Hey guys, I just want to come on here and show you all the cardigan. It's finished. I had to add more to the sleeves, but I freaking love it so much. It was so easy and quick. It is called The Eternal Cardigan by Jules Makes. She's on Etsy. It is great. It is gorgeous. It's quick and easy. It won't take you like a couple days because it's mesh. It is really gorgeous. And yeah, I highly recommend you make one. It is so much fun. It's cute. And I really love it. And you definitely should make one. So I will come back and update you all in a little bit when I get farther on my next project that I'm working on, which is a scrap blanket. And I'm literally going to take all the yarn that I have that I can't really make a big project with. And I'm going to make it into a big blanket to use up some of my yarn. And I'm hopefully going to try, if you can see back there, that bag on the couch. I want to use all the yarn that's in the bag this week in the blanket. And I want to try to have it done by this week or next week. We will see how that goes. Sorry, I'm talking quietly. If I talk a little loud, my mom will be like, who are you talking to? And then I'll have to explain that I am recording for YouTube, which I don't really want to do. So, thank you. I will update y'all in a little bit when I get farther on the blanket. Bye. Hey guys, I just want to come back on here and say something real quick. So I'm going to update y'all every time I add a new color to my scrap blanket. And this is the first color I'm starting with tonight. I think I can get a couple colors done tonight. I don't really know what time it is. I think it's like close to 9. So I'll try and get 2 or 3 colors done. My plan is to use a lot of this yarn that's in this bag next to me. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, all that in there has to go in the blanket because I'm trying to use up the yarn that I have, and I have more yarn upstairs that I'm gonna try and see if I can add in there. Sorry if you guys couldn't see it. I don't want to pause and then flip the camera. I don't think I can do that. So that is my plan because it's not enough. Like, this is not enough to make something with. Maybe a scrunchie, but it's like, that's it. Like, it's like, there's not enough, and I don't want to just make a scrunchie. Like, I want to just get rid of it, and a big scrap yarn blanket is cute. And a granny scrap blanket is what I'm gonna make. So we'll come back and update y'all when I get the next color. I'll have the tripod set up this time, so then I can show it better. So yeah, I'll be back. It shouldn't be long for me to use this color, so I'll be back. Hey guys, I'm back with an update on the blanket that I'm working on. Sorry about the stuff behind me, that's like my crochet stuff. So I finished a color, I finished that purple color I showed you on the last update. I'm gonna try to use this up next and then move on to the red. We're gonna try to do, I think, all the smaller balls first, like the ones like this size or less, and then move on to the bigger skeins, because we'll use the bigger skeins when I need to do more round, like when the rows get too big. So right now I have, how many rows have I done so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're on row 15. So on row 15, we want to probably do 45 maybe. So row 15. Alright, I will update y'all when I finish this ball. Alright, bye. I should be done with this ball in the next 20 minutes, hopefully. So I'll be back to update y'all. Bye-bye. Hey guys, so I just figured out that I can put the thing that on my ring light tripod that holds my phone up top so I can record like this. So comment down below if you guys would ever want me to record like tutorials on how to make the crochet stitches and stuff like that. I will gladly do that. I didn't know that I could do this. It will be a game changer for me because then I can record me using my pottery wheel and stuff and record me better. Like, that is a game changer right here. Like, look at that. Now, I do crochet fast, but I will slow it down so people can see what I'm doing. So I'll just show you right now. This is how you make a double crochet. If you are just starting out with crochet, if you already know how to make a single crochet, but you're going to make a double, and you make a half double similar. So you're going to wrap the yarn over your hook, right? And then you're going to take that and insert it into the square. Insert it into the stitch, or in this case, the space in between the granny cluster. Pull it through. Now, if you were to make a half double crochet, pull your yarn over and pull through all 3 of the loops, which will make a half double, right? That makes a half double. If you can see, that's a half double. But if I wanted to make a double crochet, I would pull over the loop, put it through, pull through, and I'm going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then I would do that 2 more times, which would make a granny cluster. These are granny clusters. I will gladly make tutorials and show y'all how to do this. I am loud and I'm like game changer. So I will make tutorials if y'all want to see stuff like that. It's super fun and easy, and I can teach y'all how to make a granny square. I'll teach you how to make a granny square, a granny triangle, a granny hexagon. So if you wanted to learn how to do that, or make just a granny stitch cluster in a line, so I'll gladly do that. So I think I'm gonna record that now because it's pretty simple and it's pretty easy. So I'm gonna record that now, and I think I'm gonna upload that right now. So I'll come back and update y'all when I do this, and I'm gonna go record that video right now. So I'll be back. Bye-bye. You can see that I'm struggling here. All right, I'll be back. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I'm not gonna have any more updates in this video because I need to upload it tomorrow. So I just want to come on here and say stay tuned for the next video, which starts tomorrow. And you'll see me crochet more of my scrap blanket, which I cannot wait to finish. Which hopefully will use up all this yarn that's in this bag right here. Which will be wonderful and amazing, and I hope to use up more of my yarn. I want to use up all the yarn that's in this tote that's over here. There's a tote. All that. It's over here. All that yarn's gonna go. And yeah, so stay tuned for the next video. And goodbye and good night, everybody. Hey guys, good morning. Today is the start of a new vlog. And in my last vlog, I had said that I was working on a scrap granny square blanket where I actually want to make another one of those cardigans that I made in my last vlog, but make it scrapped. So I think that's going to be so cool. And this is going to be the first yarn I use because I want this yarn out of my stash and gone. But I think it's going to be so cute. I'm going to make it a little bigger than the last one, but I think it's going to be super duper cute and I'm excited. So yeah, I'll come back and update y'all when I get started on it and stuff.